blocks in just 21 minutes. His teammates got to see it first person. They were impressed and honestly awed by his return after a long layoff from basketball.
KP had some unbelievable plays there early in the first half, in the first quarter, that I just felt like really got us going. Kind of took us to like another level as a team. I was pleasantly surprised just to see how good he looked. He was very fluid and a lot of energy and moving well. And we know he can score, but defensively he was really good as well.
Well, this is a team loaded with veterans, but only one has won the title before. That's Jrue Holiday. But if KP can keep this level of play going, there's a good chance, guys, that could change.
Yes, absolutely, Angel. You're absolutely right with that. Angel, thank you for that. Our team coverage continues with News Center 5's Peter Eliopoulos. He's live in Boston, where, Peter, I can see you got a few of your close friends with you all dressed in green.
Yeah, that's right, Ed. And the closest one here, Al Horford in the front, leading this group of Ducks. There are shows of support all across the city this year. This is just one of them. These Ducks all wearing their green for the Celtics.
Be lucky on the Celtics hood. Airbrush.
Eric Danilchuk Jr. showing us his family's tradition.
Up top here we have Jason Tatum. Basically, he just kind of dunked the ball, or however you want to put it, put Luka Doncic down.
For decades, every time a Boston team makes a championship appearance, the East Boston Auto Body Shop lets their creativity and skills run wild.
It's just a cool attraction, especially being on the highway. You have everyone always beeping all day long, taking pictures. So, it makes you feel good.
And it's not just this side of the tunnel. The State House, along with Boston City Hall and Rose Wharf, draped in Celtics green as a show of support. The Ducklings at the Boston Public Garden also wearing their Celtics jerseys. Kids taking pictures on the mother duck in the front, wearing Al Horford's number.
I think it's amazing because I feel like sports always unite people, so it's really good to see people coming together.
People are buzzing after last night, for sure.
Restaurants like Game On poking fun at Kyrie Irving, even writing this on one side.
Kyrie hates kids.
These kids who got to go to the game last night aren't fazed.
We decided to bring him here to Boston to give him a highlight of the summer.
It's really cool. It's like everyone yelling, "Go Celtics, go!" And it feels like everyone's on the Celtics team right now.
Yeah, it does seem like that, especially here in the city of Boston. Everyone rallying behind this Celtics team here, including some of my close friends here as well. Everyone just excited for Game 2. That's on Sunday. We're live in downtown Boston. I'm Peter Eliopoulos, WCBB News Center 5.
Your friends look great and ready to go, Peter. Thank you for that. You can watch the only place, by the way, you can watch the NBA Finals is right here on Channel 5. Game 2, Sunday in the Garden. We will have coverage leading up to the game on Sunday afternoon, all day Sunday afternoon. SportsCenter 5 special starts at 7. The game itself is going to tip off just after 8 o'clock.
To the weather now, Sky 5 over Lake Cochituate today. The humidity thankfully dropping, but Storm Team 5's David Williams is tracking some rain for part of the weekend.
Exactly, some rain for part of the weekend, and we're talking about rain right now. Just a spot shower, though. That spot shower chance continues throughout the remainder of this evening. You can see this shower falling apart out in Ashby. It's starting to roll its way toward Brookline, as well as other portions of southern New Hampshire. If we look just a little bit farther west and north, though, this activity will continue to march its way east, but it won't be nearly as impressive as it currently looks like on radar. Just a spot shower by the time we get to around 10 to 11 p.m. just inside of 495. So you can see by 8 p.m. maybe a few spot showers around towards central Mass by 9 to 10 p.m. Now we're starting to wrap things up, especially as we head toward midnight. So starting off tomorrow morning, plenty of sunshine, temperatures in the lower 60s, and that humidity falling off very nicely. We're looking at dew points in the 50s over the next several days. We're also looking at a picture-perfect day up ahead come tomorrow. Temperatures climbing into the 70s, but a chance for rain exactly when, I'll show you in a moment. Ed?
David, thank you for that. Safety concerns prompting a Dorchester school to move to remote learning. News Center 5's Sarah Conji is there live right now with more on why school leaders took this drastic move, Sarah.
Ed, this was prompted by a shooting that happened last week at the Shawmut T Station, which is not too far away from this school. So there are concerns about violence and that more may come. The Neighborhood House Charter School will not see 8th through 11th graders in the building through next week. Students will instead take classes remotely. The move prompted by fears about violence after a shooting at the nearby MBTA stop. The school says police believe a student may have been the target and individuals with the shooter may return. In a statement, the charter school says, "We are grateful for the fact that no one was physically injured, but we recognize the emotional impact and fear that scholars, staff, and families have for our individual and collective safety."
That's an extreme concern if you don't want students to show up to school at the end of the school year.
City Councilor Erin Murphy, a former teacher, says parents and staff from the charter school tell her they've been concerned long before the T shooting.
When crime happens, you know, they might be down overall, but this school is not feeling safe, right? If one community, one family, one street doesn't feel safe, then we have to do something about it.
The school is increasing security at the high school building, and though not part of Boston Public Schools, Mayor Wu says the city is helping.
Wherever we can support in terms of working with organizers to make sure that any of the physical surroundings are safe, we are always going to do so.
We did try to speak with some parents of students at this school. The ones we contacted, well, they feared speaking out. Live in Dorchester, Sarah Conji, WCVB News Center 5.
Sarah, thank you. Prosecutors in the Karen Read murder trial will get a chance on Monday to explain why they showed jurors a key piece of video that had been inverted as a mirror image. The defense says it was done on purpose. News Center 5's David Bienick spoke to a legal expert who's not so sure. David?
Yeah, even if this was some sort of innocent mix-up, the expert we spoke with says this video incident has dealt a big blow to the prosecution's credibility.
It was misleading.
Northeastern law professor Daniel Medwed is talking about the video the prosecutor showed this week to jurors in the Karen Read murder trial.
I testified that this is a accurate scene.
The video shows Read's SUV being pulled into the Canton Police Department after it had been seized as evidence.
The jurors may have felt a little bit tricked or deceived.
That's because the prosecutor never mentioned that the video was inverted, showing the driver's side, not the passenger side. That's important because prosecutors say Read's passenger side taillight was damaged by this point after she had allegedly backed into John O'Keefe and killed him.
Somebody wanted that video to be inverted.
My instinct is it was probably a mistake.
Medwed says prosecutors probably didn't notice the video was inverted, not until the defense attorney pointed out some writing in the video is reversed. Medwed says intentionally deceiving a jury would be risky for the prosecutor's career and for the case if it was exposed.
Why would the prosecution take this risk?
Here's the video after we have uninverted it. There does appear to be a person near the passenger side taillight, and the defense says that's Trooper Michael Proctor, whom they've accused of intentionally breaking the taillight to try to frame Karen Read. Proctor has yet to testify.
How he holds up on direct and cross-examination may very well make or break this case.
Professor Medwed says watch for prosecutor Adam Lally to try to come up with some sort of explanation for why the video was switched when he continues his questioning on Monday.
David, you've been there from the beginning. Any sense on how long it's going to take, when it might end?
We got a big clue from the judge yesterday. She told the jurors to be ready to start deliberating the last week of June.
The last week of June. All right, David, thank you very much.
Next on WCVB News Center 5.
Sweet Caroline, ba, ba, ba.
So good! It's too bad he's shy, right? The Savannah Bananas already going bananas in Boston, right, David?
Yeah, they're going bananas in Boston this weekend. It's looking like a nice start, but we are tracking the chance for some rain. Exactly when, I'll show you in a moment.
You're watching WCVB News Center 5 at 6.
A Lakeville teen is being credited for her quick thinking after her laptop burst into flames.
Aurora Corbett is her name, and she says that she was getting ready to go to sleep when suddenly her laptop caught fire while it was plugged in and it was on her bed. It was the lithium-ion battery that overheated and then caught fire. It burned a hole right through her mattress, as you can see, and the blankets. Aurora called the fire department, yelled to her grandparents, searched for the fire extinguisher and baking soda, and put the flames out.
It was just like a small fire in the middle of the bed, and my grandmother, she grabbed the blankets and she just patted it out.
Nobody was hurt, including the family's 2 cats, by the way. The fire department gave Aurora a stuffed Dalmatian and a special coin for keeping her composure. They say you should never leave a laptop on the bed and block the air vent. Don't block it. Make sure it has complete ventilation. This is new on 5 tonight. A Bellingham teen is celebrating not 1, but 2 graduations. This week, 18-year-old Michael Ingram, a patient at Dana-Farber Brigham Cancer Center in Milford Regional, found out that his lymphoma is in remission. And on top of that, the entire clinical team hosted a surprise party to celebrate his upcoming high school graduation. They played pomp and circumstance as he marched right down the hallway, meeting and greeting. And of course, no party is complete without cake. Congratulations, ×2, Michael.
The Savannah Bananas are shipping up to Boston, bringing their special brand of baseball to a sold-out crowd tomorrow at Fenway. The players are already in the city, and today they did what any tourist would do to get the lay of the land. They hopped on a duck boat. The Savannah Bananas getting a Boston welcome, peeling through the city in style on none other than a Dunkin' duck boat.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Hey!
The bunch saying hi to unsuspecting fans, surprising them with swag, Dunkin' gift cards, and even free tickets to their game Saturday. The Bananas glazing their way to Kenmore Square, celebrating National Donut Day. So how does Boston compare to other cities?
Honestly, the best we've had yet, I think. You know, the people, the city, it's just nothing but good vibes so far for the short time we've been here.
Weaving through Boston and onto the Charles, their banana boat experience, hitting it out of the ballpark. And now ready to make their fans go bananas at Fenway Park.
It's going to be unreal. It's going to feel like a movie, I'll probably pinch ourselves a couple times.
They know how to have fun.
Right.
And it is a sold-out show, no surprise there, at Fenway tomorrow. So those fans who got those Savannah Banana tickets, they really got lucky.
Yeah.